Hello, I'm Raveler1, and welcome to this wonderful edition of the Tapestry. We're playing the game Crusader Kings 2 back in as we're trying to go through our achievement hunting. We're trying to get this achievement, Smash the Patriarchy, which it turns out is the rarest, at the moment, achievement to get on Crusader Kings 2. Pretty cool to have that as the goal. I didn't realize that when we started. Right, I am checking some audio levels. Those of you who've been following along on YouTube know that the recording has not always recorded the audio throughout the entire piece. I've tried to provide more power to the audio recorder that I've got. I'm using a Zoom Zoom H4n, I believe is what it is. And it takes a little bit of power to run. I had one of my lights over here connected to the same power supply. I'm hoping that by moving that around, we'll be able to have a little better technical recording of the stream this time around. So I think there was about an hour missing of content before. We're in 1002. I thought we were starting in 1001. Oh, it is a new millennium any which way as we go through. So let's take a look around and see where our situation stands at the moment. If you would like to follow or know what else is going on in the campaign, please check out the YouTube. The links are down below. If you are watching this on YouTube and you're like, oh, what are you talking about? I'm already here. Good. You're in the right place. Come on back on Mondays at 3 o'clock Central Time, and we'll be streaming more of the game, assuming we don't finish today. But I don't think we will. There's still a lot we have to accomplish in order for us to call this run accomplished. Yes. Anyway, let's see where we are. We are currently playing as Duke Broslav the Blessed of Galilee. We are the Duke of Galilee because, we took the Galilean region over here. We can see kind of Harp Lake, or the Sea of Galilee, or Lake Gennesaret, I think are these various names for this thing, because it's kind of shaped like a harp, which they must have figured out when they drew it out on maps. I hadn't really put that all together. The Sea of Galilee runs all the way down the Jordan River here and into the Dead Sea, the saltiest body of water on the planet, in which you can float standing up, as I have done once in my life. It was a pretty incredible experience. Yes, so we are the Duke of Galilee, but our capital is in Sofia. Sofia, if you are not familiar with this, means wisdom in Greek. It's also a feminine word, and since our campaign is to smash the patriarchy, replace the Orthodox patriarchs with these women, so that we can have a new world where the church is run by women, well, that is such an appropriate place to start, I thought. However, Duke Broslav is not a woman. You might have noticed this. That's because while he is secretly Cathar, a heresy that would allow equality between the genders, he hasn't officially made this the religion of the area. He'd have to become king or emperor. Our Tsar, who is our cousin, so we're in somewhat of the running here to be in the bloodline, is an Orthodox Christian, and so it's a little bit harder for us to switch over. We are currently trying to take over Bulgaria as a whole. Bulgaria is strong right now, to be able to see if we can go on from here. Once we have control of Bulgaria, we'll be in a much better position to, convert fully to another heresy. We've managed to successfully convert as a duke before, but it didn't last very long. The strength of the Orthodox faith came back up. Right now, Orthodoxy is sitting at 76% moral authority. As this falls lower, we get more heresies that spawn. We had been Bogomolist for a while, and the Bogomolist faith is another heresy that would allow women in charge. I think we're going to try for Cathar. This is actually a Catholic heresy rather than an Orthodox heresy, so we'll see how this goes. Anyway, let's see where else we can go. Looks like Bulgaria is in a war with East Francia at the moment. Oh, they're trying to make East Francia pay tribute. So Bulgaria going against East Francia here, otherwise known as Germany. The Germanies? It's not really the Holy Roman Empire yet, is it? Oh, Burgundy's kind of snaking its way through here. And being over here in Switzerland terrain, interesting. Ireland and England are duking it out. England's actually taking back a lot of this land from Ireland, and Norway, Norge, is coming over here to say some hellos also. And what is this? Is this Kingdom of Scotland? All right. Glad to see the Scots here holding on to their Norwegian-held territory for dear life. Ireland, though, also holds Brittany, as weird as that is. The Reconquista is going well over here in Iberia. Actually, yes, this is the Muslim emirate over here. So instead of pushing them south, they've pushed them more to the west. Fascinating. I guess Murcia is here to kind of hang on as well. There is no one single Muslim dynasty that has taken over the Muslim world. Several Sunni sects, this Husaybid dynasty, these are the Shia here. Armenia is independent. You don't see that very often. And they are Orthodox. That makes sense. Chernigov up here in the Slavic regions. Chernigov, what are you? I'm just curious now. I haven't looked at the world. You are Slavic. You're a pagan place. Bulgar, not to be confused with Bulgaria, although I assume we share some connection, is Swomensko. Menusko. I have to admit, my Finnish is not on point. This is the Finnish religion, though, as in the religion of Finland. Karelia, Slavonia... No, just Savonia. Suomi, this is Finland and its own name. Heading on out there. Lesser Poland is quite large for a place called Lesser. Where is Greater Poland? That's England. That's not the same thing as Greater Poland at all. Interesting. Bohemia here as well. Venice, controlling some land up here they probably really shouldn't be. But the homeland of Venice, Venezia, is part of the Duchy of Ancona now, somehow. It is a weird world map, is what I'm saying. Okay, let us actually have time continue along, since we're waiting for things to happen, and it seems as good a time to do that as any. I think our plan is to have Irene eventually take control, if we can. We've had a lot of problems with, what do you call them? Diseases. Disease outbreaks have been really a challenge that we've been facing a lot of. Hello. Visiting the monastery at which my order has convened this time, I join my fellow lay members in dutifully performing all the tasks required of us. In the evening, after the day's hard work, the abbot gathers all of the visiting lay members and reveals the monastery's great treasure. A great relic that has been safeguarded here for many generations. We have three options. That's nice. Let's celebrate its glory. I'm pay 130... Pay more gold than I have to the order. It should be mine. Become ambitious and start planning the theft of the seamless robe of Jesus. Okay. Who are we exactly? We are a pilgrim, a poet, arbitrary, temperate, kind, charitable, humble, and a bit of a drunkard. We are an underhanded rogue, but I think I'm not going to do that. Gain the trait content. Lowers our intrigue a bit. Well, we can try it. Okay, nothing happened. Whew. The merry men of Tirnovo. My sheriff came to me today looking harried and limping slightly. My lord, I fear I have grave news. A band of robbers and poachers calling themselves the merry men of Tirnovo are on the loose in your forest. I have tried to find them, but alas, to no avail. They chased me out of the forest several times. The last time, an arrow hit me straight in my buttocks. Do go on. Or we need to set a trap for them. Or just ignore them. Wow. Okay, so this seems Merry Men is a reference to Robin Hood, right? So this is an interesting option. Do go on. The Merry Men make a move, and we gain 10 prestige. Let's see how this goes. I kind of like the idea of being the Sheriff of Nottingham. Tirnovo is the capital here. To my liege, the raffish rogue Broslav, it has not escaped me that several of your commanders lack formal military training. I would like to offer my services by training Balin, Evni, and Kaon to use advanced battlefield stratagems. The Duchess of Bessarabia. Most generous offer. For this I will owe her. I think, why not? Duchess of Bessarabia seems to know what she's doing. She's a cavalry leader. Great. Cavalry leader. We will be the horse folk of Bulgaria. Or of Galilee, as the case may be. Oh yeah, factions are going on. They're a real thing here. Duke Cyprian. I don't think this is in my family. Nope. So I'm not going to support that one. Count Dionysi is my cousin. But not in my line. Your children are also in the line. Oh, yeah, sorry. Forgot that we had these traits popping up more and more. There's a group of carpenters in Nicopolis that are working together more and more, as well as taking on apprentices. This is a situation that cannot be ignored, so you need to either approve of this Carpenters Guild to ensure you have a good reputation amongst the skilled workers, or you could outlaw them to make sure that they are not an impediment on the local market structure. I'll support the carpenters or outlaw the guilds. City tax will go down slightly, but I feel like having a Carpenters Guild is a good idea. Especially in Nicopolis, not my capital. Tsar Garamond has agreed to increase the power of the council. Interesting. According to your marshal, Strasimir Terpimirov Makedonska, the peasants of Tyrus are having frequent troubles with highwaymen and wild beasts. He suggests constructing a series of outposts along the roads of Tyrus. The peasantry would feel much safer, and it might even lead to more peasants moving to the country. To the county, rather. Safe peasant, productive peasant. Make it so. We are building up our holdings as it happens. I see these moving. Castle walls, which is probably good. Sofia seems to have been looted recently. Oh, time. Please move along. Hello. Somebody wants us to support them in council. We've got 2 different people who want our support. You are Catholic. That is interesting in this particular setup that we find ourselves in. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. You're flattering us, aren't you? You're in the Attilan bloodline. Where did you come from? Slavonia, I mean, obviously. I'm not sure if I want a favor from either of you. Where are your lands? Here. Yeah, I think we'll be our own person. Don't need more favors. There's some more faction stuff happening. People are leaving factions because the council got more control. Who is it that we actually want on the throne? You have a claim to the Empire of Bulgaria, yes. Do any of our children? Should probably have checked this before with the stream, I'm sorry. Right, I want to check Bulgaria. None of these are in our line of succession. We were going to look for a claim, though, and press that if necessary. You don't have one. Bishopric, not so helpful. It was our first wife that had the claim, right? Nope. Kaya, Reta, Aka. You've got claims down here. Interesting. Stronk Stitch. Irene does not have a claim, right? Not on the Empire, as we're hoping to find. Interesting. Dragoman is most likely going to be the next one in. Suppose there's a way to do this by going here. Empire of Bulgaria. This is the line of succession. The claimants, that's what I'm looking for here. People who could claim the throne. I want to search by rank. Duke of Bosnia. Any of these in my dynasty? I should look for just the little There, nope. Not so much, no. Right. Okay. One more time. What was that? So we're going to have to find another way to get a claim here. Possibly someone down the line will fabricate one, but I was trying to get it naturally. Militia training ground has been built. Excellent. Don't have money to do much more yet. Although that is the secondary place, so we might be able to do that. Build some stables. Yes, we're getting all these cavalry leaders. We should have some cavalry. Nicopolis is under siege. I don't think so. Okay. Interesting. Cousin Marco has inherited. How old are you, Marco? 11. Okay, you won't be too long. Lately, I found myself worrying about my little son, Dan. The lad is brought up believing in a false god who can offer him nothing but illusions and hollow promises. Perhaps Dan is ready to be introduced to the true faith? You're Bogomolist. No. No, the risks are too great for me and him both. He's already a heretic that we like. If this were another type, I'd be more concerned. That was our steward that was killed by rabble. That's not so good. There we go. Raise our levies. Defend against the invaders. You have succeeded. You may go home to your fields. And measles is now in Beirut. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Beginning of a measles epidemic. Anyway, we were going to get a new counselor here. Steward! Yes, anyone who is particularly upset. You are particularly upset, but you are not a good steward. You would be a much better marshal. So, let's see. Current marshal. Well, you would be better. Elsewhere. You are related to me. I don't want to mess that too much. But, truth be told, you would make a pretty good marshal. Equal, and you've got the powerful vassal thing. So yes, please train the troops of Sofia, so we'll be in good stead. Steward, yes. Mayor Balin, come on in. And go ahead and collect taxes. See if you can do a better job. Oh, education. Dan, you're doing great. You keep up that education. In fact, go for high learning. We could use more smart people. Dan is currently our heir as well. Right? We are under... we should be under... Yes, agnatic cognatic primogeniture. So that's great. Dan will inherit everything. That's exactly the way we want it to be at the moment, so that maybe we can make this happen. We need a new commander. Interesting. Sure, come on in. You can be a commander. Making money. Time is rolling on. It's all good. I seem to drink myself into an early grave. There must be some way to stop drinking, but the wine tastes so good. Or I'll ask a priest for more advice. Yeah, sure. Let's see if we can stop the drinking. We've inherited the county of Thessalia. Interesting. My cousin died of depression. Oh, poor guy.